Natalia Bryant is living the billionaire heiress dream, serving looks at Fashion Week, supporting powerful causes, and yes, navigating the occasional headline-making romance. As Kobe Bryant's daughter, she's got legacy in her blood, but she's carving out her own spotlight with style, substance, and a little bit of tea. Let's dive into how Natalia is slaying life with money, meaning, and just a touch of drama. Lavish lifestyle. By the time most teens are figuring out prom plans, Natalia Bryant was already slipping into couture gowns and stepping onto some of Hollywood's most exclusive red carpets. At just 18, she was attending events that most A-listers only hope to be invited to. One of the biggest moments on her calendar? The 2021 Met Gala. Now let's be clear, this isn't the kind of event where you can just show up. The Met Gala is one of the hardest invites to score, with only a few hundred hand-picked guests allowed in. Even some A-list celebrities don't make the cut. But there was Natalia, walking the carpet in a show-stopping gown by designer Connor Ives. The dress wasn't just beautiful, it was historic, having once been the centerpiece of a fashion exhibit. Ives even called the look special on Instagram, making Natalia's appearance even more iconic. That wasn't her only brush with high society glam. She's also made an appearance at the coveted Vanity Fair Oscar party, another hot ticket during awards season. In 2022, she wowed the crowd in a sleek black and gold look. What made the night even more special? Her parents, Kobe and Vanessa Bryant, used to talk about that very event. Vanessa was over the moon for her daughter, though she had to stay home with Natalia's younger sister. Fast forward to 2023, and Vanessa finally got to join her daughter on the red carpet. Natalia stunned once again, this time in a black velvet gown with a sweetheart neckline and a satin train. She paired the look with metallic heels that tie everything together. Though she had to skip the 2024 Vanity Fair party, she made up for it with another elegant all-black look that had social media buzzing. Celebs like Juju Watkins, Jessica Alba, and Olympic champ Nastya Liukin left glowing comments. Her mom, Vanessa, and close family friend Ciara also chimed in with love. But Natalia didn't just show up for photos. She mingled, laughed, and made memories with Hollywood's rising stars like Maude and Iris Apatow, Lucas Gage, and Julian Schnabel. She was also on the guest list for Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz's star-packed wedding, alongside names like Serena Williams, Mark Anthony, and Jordana Brewster. Her friendships extend beyond the red carpet. She's close to her mom's friends, like Ciara and Lala Anthony, and has even been spotted hanging out with Timothée Chalamet, snapping a selfie at the Met Gala with Kiara in the frame. When she turned 21, Natalia celebrated in style. Wearing a red mini dress, she partied with guests like Kelly Rowland, Winnie Harlow, Russell Wilson, Pau Gasol and his wife Catherine, and a woman NBA star, Sabrina Ionescu. There were sparklers, shots, and a heart-shaped cake that added to the glam vibe. And yes, she's also linked to music royalty. She spent time with Taylor Swift, whose friendship with Kobe goes way back. In 2023, Natalia, her mom, and her sisters even caught up with Taylor backstage during her Eras tour. She's also close to Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Beyoncé, remember, performed a beautiful tribute to Kobe and Gianna in 2022. That bond clearly continues. From exclusive galas to personal moments with the world's biggest stars, Natalia Bryant is not just attending Hollywood's elite events, she's becoming part of the elite herself. Elite education. Natalia Bryant's education was just as impressive as the life she grew up in. She graduated from Sage Hill School in 2021, a top private high school in Newport Coast. To give you an idea, tuition for that school now sits at nearly $60,000 a year. It's the kind of place where students drive Teslas, talk about internships abroad, and plan summer trips to Europe. Still, Natalia stood out not just because of her last name, but because of her hard work. When graduation day came, her mom, Vanessa, couldn't have been prouder. She shared a photo of Natalia in her cap and gown, with a USC design on top. That cap wasn't just a cute detail, it was a sign of what was coming next. Natalia had choices, a lot of them. She posted her college acceptances on social media as they arrived. UC Irvine, NYU, Loyola Marymount, and the University of Oregon all made the list. But when USC offered her a spot, that was the one. It felt right. And when she accepted, Vanessa shared a touching message online saying, "You pushed through the most excruciating pain imaginable, and you succeeded." It was a nod to everything their family had been through and how proud she was of her daughter's strength. USC isn't easy to get into, and it definitely isn't cheap. Tuition for 1 year ranges from $80,000 to $90,000. Unless Natalia landed a scholarship, it's likely her family covered the full cost. She officially started her college journey in August 2021. That move-in day brought another emotional moment, with Vanessa posting, "Today was rough." It was full of love, pride, and a hint of heartbreak, something every parent feels when their kid takes that next big step. Natalia shared that turning 18 and starting college were huge milestones. Even with her famous last name, she tried to keep things simple. She roomed with Euphoria star Storm Reed, but still described college as feeling normal. In her words, "It was everything I expected and honestly more. I've just loved everyone that I've met." Fashion dreams to runway reality. Natalia Bryant may have grown up in a world surrounded by sports, but her heart also beats for fashion. Since she was little, she dreamed of modeling, and in 2021, that dream started to come true when she signed with IMG Models. That's the same agency that represents big names like Gisele Bündchen and Heidi Klum. "I've always loved fashion," Natalia shared. "I think this is a great chance for me to learn and express myself creatively." Her mom, Vanessa, was right by her side, cheering her on with a sweet message. "Daddy would be so happy you're following your modeling dreams." And those dreams took a huge leap in September 2023, when Natalia walked in the Versace show during Milan Fashion Week. She told Vogue just how kind and supportive Donatella Versace was behind the scenes, something that helped calm her nerves during such a major moment. Natalia's modeling career quickly gained speed. She appeared in Beyoncé's Ivy Park campaign, alongside well-known names like Ava and Deacon Philippe, James Harden, and Jalen Green. Then in 2024, she took things even further by interning on Beyoncé's Renaissance World Tour with Parkwood Entertainment. Her name was listed in the credits, a proud surprise Beyoncé herself made public. Natalia even calls her Auntie BB, and once received flowers and a handwritten birthday card from her. Natalia's modeling resume keeps growing. In 2023, she appeared in a campaign for Uggs, and later that year, she posted a Chanel ad. She's also modeled for Victoria's Secret Pink and Isabel Marant. But what makes her journey even more interesting is that modeling isn't her main focus. It's just something she truly enjoys. "You meet so many different people," she told Town & Country. "It makes the world feel smaller." Growing up in luxurious mansions. Natalia Bryant was living the high life from day one. When she was born, her dad, Kobe Bryant, was already a few years into his legendary career with the Lakers, and he made sure his family had nothing but the best. The Bryants didn't just have one house, they had several, and each one looked like it belonged in a magazine. While it's tough to say which home was their main one, they were all massive, gorgeous, and worth millions. By 2013, Kobe and Vanessa owned 3 homes in the Newport Beach area. One of them sold that year for $3.2 million. Another one went for over $6 million in 2015. And then there was the crown jewel, a 4-story custom-built mansion in Pelican Crest. This place was next level. It had 16,000 square feet, double-gated entrances, and was located in an exclusive neighborhood where privacy came standard. The home was so well located that Kobe would often fly by helicopter from there across Los Angeles to avoid traffic. It was the perfect mix of luxury and convenience. In addition to their Newport Beach homes, the Bryants also had a $2 million property in Irvine. After Kobe's passing, Vanessa sold that home, closing a chapter of their family's real estate story. Most signs point to the Pelican Crest mansion being the main family home during Natalia's childhood. With 4 stories, custom design, and top-notch security, it offered everything: space, style, and total privacy. Whether it was holidays, birthdays, or just regular days, growing up, it must have felt like living in a dream. No matter which house Natalia spent the most time in, there's no question she was surrounded by comfort and elegance. Her upbringing included not just luxury, but a strong sense of family. While the homes were stunning, it's clear that what really mattered inside those walls was love and a life shaped by both greatness and grace. Basketball legacy. As the daughter of basketball legend Kobe Bryant, Natalia Bryant has lived in the spotlight since the day she was born. From courtside seats to star-studded events, her life has always been touched by the game her father loved. When Kobe was still playing for the Lakers, Natalia, along with her mom Vanessa and her younger sisters, could often be seen cheering him on from the front row. One especially memorable moment came in 2013, when Natalia joined Kobe in Houston for the NBA All-Star Weekend. "It's beyond special. I was just excited that she actually wanted to come to work with me today," Kobe told USA Today, clearly proud to share that time with his daughter. Though Kobe's passing changed a lot, Natalia has continued to honor his legacy in her own way. While she doesn't attend NBA games as frequently as before, her presence at key basketball events hasn't faded. In 2024, Natalia, Vanessa, and her sisters made a meaningful appearance at the Women's NBA All-Star Game. They sat courtside, chatting and laughing with top players like Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu, and Caitlin Clark, supporting women's basketball, just as Kobe always did. Being Kobe's daughter also means having unforgettable moments outside of the basketball court. In 2023, Natalia was invited to throw the first pitch at a Los Angeles Dodgers game on Lakers night. It wasn't just about the pitch, though. That night, she and her family accepted a $100,000 donation from the Dodgers for the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, the nonprofit set up in memory of Kobe and her younger sister Gianna. "Thank you for having us and supporting us," Vanessa wrote on Instagram, showing just how much that gesture meant to them. Extravagant international trips. When she's not gracing red carpets or turning heads with her fashion choices, Natalia Bryant is living her best life through unforgettable vacations. Traveling has been a big part of her world since she was a child, and though her work schedule has picked up in recent years, she still makes time for luxurious getaways with her family. In 2021, Natalia traveled to Jamaica with her mom, Vanessa, and her younger sisters, Bianca and Capri. They went to spend time with Kobe's extended family, sharing memories and reconnecting with their roots. That same year, the Bryant women headed to France for another picture-perfect escape. But the real highlight came in 2023, when they toured Europe, including a very special visit to Italy. Italy means a lot to the Bryant family, especially because Kobe spent a big part of his childhood there while his dad, Joe Bryant, played professional basketball. Kobe lived in towns like Rieti, Pistoia, and Reggio Calabria, even joining a local youth league to start learning the game that would make him a legend. He became fluent in Italian and never lost his connection to the country. When he and Gianna passed away, the town of Reggio Calabria honored him with a full week of mourning. So for the Bryants, visiting Italy was more than a vacation. It was a homecoming. The family also made a stop in Spain, where they reunited with Kobe's longtime friend and former Lakers teammate Pau Gasol. And when winter rolled around in 2025, they traded sunshine for snow. They took off for a wintry retreat, with Vanessa sharing sweet photos on Instagram. One showed Natalia and her mom matching in black puffer jackets, smiling beside a beautifully lit cluster of Christmas trees. The little ones, Bianca and Capri, looked adorable in their pink snow outfits. The girls hit the slopes during the day and later swapped skis for bowling shoes during a fun night out. Another favorite destination for Natalia? Paris. In an interview with IMG Models, she said, "I love the ambiance, the people, and the Parisian aesthetic." Her first trip to the City of Light was at age 4, and she still remembers eating crepes the whole time. Now, it's one of her top spots in the world. In 2024, she even took a solo vacation, sharing photos of palm trees, tortilla chips, and ocean views while rocking an orange bikini and a laid-back smile. Relationship drama. When Natalia Bryant graduated from high school in May 2021, it should have been a joyful moment. But the internet had other plans. A prom photo shared by her mom, Vanessa Bryant, sparked an unexpected backlash. Natalia, smiling next to her prom date, a white boy in a suit, quickly became a trending topic. "Are you okay with Kobe Bryant's daughter taking a white man to prom?" one user on social media asked, setting off a flood of reactions. But what most people didn't know was that Natalia almost skipped prom altogether, as it happened to fall on the same weekend as Kobe's posthumous induction into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Vanessa later joked on Instagram, "Even in heaven, he's still trying to make moves and keep the boys away." Since then, Natalia's stayed mostly private about her personal life. But on Valentine's Day, 2025, she gave fans something to talk about. The 22-year-old was photographed at E. Baldi, a luxurious Italian hotspot in Beverly Hills, enjoying dinner with a mystery man. The setting was pure elegance, dim lighting, plush seating, and a menu made for foodies. Natalia and her date wore matching black blazers and pants, creating a chic, coordinated look. The two were all smiles, with light touches on each other's arms and shoulders, the kind of flirty body language that hints at a spark. While no one knows for sure if they're dating, the Valentine's Day timing and their chemistry spoke volumes. Paparazzi snapped shots of them leaving the restaurant, with Natalia placing a hand on the man's chest and him gently holding her arms. Despite keeping a low profile, they looked relaxed, happy, and totally into each other. Of course, the internet had opinions. Some users questioned her choice of companion again, accusing her of favoring non-black men. It wasn't the first time Natalia had faced that kind of criticism, and sadly, it probably won't be the last. Quiet lawsuit. Win. When Kobe Bryant passed away in that tragic helicopter crash in 2022, the world mourned. But behind the headlines and tributes, there was something else happening quietly. His fortune, estimated at $6 million, had to be passed down. And at the heart of it was his family, especially his oldest daughter, Natalia Bryant. As the firstborn of Kobe and Vanessa, Natalia became a major heir to his wealth. Reports say Kobe had already set up a trust to take care of Vanessa and their daughters. That means Natalia likely received a generous share from the very beginning. But that's not all. In 2022, Natalia and her family were involved in a major lawsuit against Los Angeles County. Why? Because after the crash, first responders took and shared graphic photos of the scene. Vanessa Bryant sued, and the case drew massive attention. By 2023, Los Angeles County agreed to pay the Bryant family a $29 million settlement. Now, here's the key part. While the $15 million went directly to Vanessa, the rest covered future claims for her daughters, Natalia included. So, although her name wasn't on the lawsuit, she was very much part of the win. Even though the court didn't reveal how much each daughter got, it's clear Natalia received a solid cut from that multi-million-dollar payout. Giving back to the community. Growing up, her parents taught her the importance of service, and after the heartbreaking loss of her father, Kobe, and younger sister, Gianna, she leaned into that value even more. To honor their memory, the Bryant family created the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, a nonprofit that supports underserved youth in sports. Natalia plays a big part in it. She models the foundation's merchandise, attends events, and helps encourage donations. Her mom, Vanessa, leads the organization as board president, and Natalia proudly serves as a director. She doesn't just work behind the scenes either, she gets involved directly. One standout example is her participation in the Skills Academy, hosted in partnership with Duke University. This basketball clinic welcomed 70 kids from local schools in Durham, giving them a day of coaching, inspiration, and mentorship. The foundation does more than just run clinics. In 2021, it provided over $400,000 to host a basketball academy for 130 children and spent another $100,000 to build 3 basketball courts, 2 in Anaheim, California, and 1 in Philadelphia. These aren't just places to play, they're safe spaces where kids can grow, dream, and belong. In 2023, the foundation teamed up with 6 top college athletic programs sponsored by Nike, UConn, USC, Kentucky, Oregon, Duke, and LSU. These schools wore special Nike Kobe sneakers during the 2023 season and hosted their own Skills Academy clinics, keeping Kobe and Gianna's legacy alive on courts across the country. The Bryant family also stepped up after the Los Angeles wildfire crisis, which displaced over 30,000 people and claimed dozens of lives. Natalia, her mom, and sisters helped organize a massive clothing drive at Dodger Stadium, distributing over 8,000 items to those in need. She shared a touching Instagram video of the volunteers in action, showing how hands-on the family really is. In a Vogue video from 2022, she spoke about the special necklaces she wears, one engraved with Kobe's quote, "Dedication makes dreams come true." For her, those words are more than a reminder. They're a promise to carry his legacy forward with love, strength, and purpose. What is she doing now? These days, the 22-year-old model is showing the world exactly who she is: confident, elegant, and fully in her fashion bag. At the Dolce & Gabbana logo bag launch held at the iconic Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood, Natalia turned heads in a sleek calf-length stretch jersey dress, also by D&G. The rhinestone-covered sleeves sparkled under the lights, and with minimal jewelry, she let her look do all the talking. It was the perfect blend of simple and show-stopping. She brought that same quiet power to Chanel's Cruise 2024 show in Los Angeles. She wore a fitted black sleeveless dress with gold buttons and paired it with sheer black stockings, a classic look with just the right edge. And don't forget her Vanity Fair Oscars party moment. Dressed in black velvet by Monsoori, with an off-the-shoulder neckline and twin satin trains, Natalia gave us full old Hollywood glam, and it was breathtaking. Her Fashion Week moment in New York? Equally bold. For Altuzarra's autumn show, she wore a sharp tailored jacket in shibori tie-dye purples and blues, paired with a sleek black miniskirt. It was edgy, colorful, and totally chic. But Natalia isn't just wearing other people's designs, she's now fronting campaigns of her own. She recently became the face of David Yurman's new jewelry campaign. In the photos, she glows in layered necklaces, chunky rings, and delicate earrings. One shot features her in a cozy cashmere sweater and jeans. Another shows her in a crisp white blouse and preppy green vest. "Celebrating the grad season in style with my favorite David Yurman jewelry," she wrote, and fans went wild. Even mom Vanessa and family friend Lala Anthony dropped heart-eye emojis. And yes, she's still pushing the fashion envelope at Fashion Trust. 2025, Natalia rocked a vintage Jean-Paul Gaultier pinstripe midi with a bold side slit and metallic hook details. Add a tennis necklace and sky-high satin pumps, and it was pure perfection. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.